Hello, my name is Erhan and I'm the managing partner for Govatra. Govatra is a price compression website for Turkish hotel. As you know, hotels has different prices in different channels, and it's always difficult and time-consuming to find the best hotel prices. As Govatra, we are comparing hundreds of websites like Booking.com, Hotels.com, Agoda, in 39 languages and 120 currencies to find best rates. Last year, 32 million tourists visited Turkey, and 150 million room night has been booked. 42 million of these room night has been booked through online. We have competition like Trivago, Hotels Combined, Skyscanner. We launched Govatra last December 2013. And so far, more than 10,000 people visited our website to search best rates. And we raised $3,200 so far. Our business model is simple. We are charging online travel agencies pay-per-click. Based on the traffic will lead to their websites. Our team consists of a tourism professional that has broad experience in online tourism and has also more than 5 years background that they worked in Expedia as a manager. And why Govatra? Because our focus is Turkey destination, and we have a strong team that has a local knowledge and know a lot about Turkey. In addition to this, we've just published a wizard called Uncle Govatra, and we are replying all answers from our customer in 24 hours about Turkish destination, about Turkey. That's it. Thank you.
Would you mind going back a couple of things? So it's good that you covered off the competition. I think you have, now you say most of the pieces, you have some of the pieces of this pitch, but like if you go back, you cover like the competition, and then you don't talk about anything else where you're up against Skyscanner, Kayak, or like really, really strong competitors, and then you kind of jump into something else. I'm like, what? Like you kind of lost me at that point in time.
Competitors, but how are you different?
Yeah, because you sort of addressed it at the end, but I think it's your order is
Yes, you're right. I mean, we've just discussed it, and we will change it today. Right after that, a competition deck, we will put our difference. I think this is what you mean, right?
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to understand. There's a lot of travel sites, right? And it's very important for you to communicate as soon as possible what your model is. I still don't understand fully, I don't feel confident whether this is for people coming to Turkey or this is Turkish people going somewhere else.
Actually, this is for people coming Turkey.
Okay, so there's a big problem with that in general because people coming to Turkey are coming from all over the world, and you're going to spend a lot of money trying to get your site popular in all of these countries. So if I'm in the US, right? So 99% of the time I just search Kayak. Right. I might not book Kayak, which is a different problem for them, but I will search on Kayak because it's so well established in the US market.
And Trivago in Europe market.
Exactly. Yes. So you have to address that. If in fact you're in that business that you want to be the destination site for people coming to Turkey, well, how are you going to let the world know about this? This is this is your biggest challenge, period. Right? And then you kind of go very quickly through what you actually do. You're basically an aggregator of aggregators, but you're not really booking through your site. You're providing lead gen to booking sites.
Yes, right. We are comparing and leading to the related website, like exactly Kayak do, right? Kayak.
Kind of, sort of. They just have one big partner usually that they book through. So what was that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio with with the dream within? It's like an Inception. Travel booking Inception, where you're a lead generator for aggregators coming to Turkey. There's so many layers that it just seems really complicated, and the effect then is that people get lost in your presentation. So you have to be very, very sharp about it. And when you're talking about competition, not just say, we have competition and they're really big. Okay, how are you different and better? How are you going to win against Kayak, which is a public company in the US that has hundreds of millions of dollars and spends hundreds of millions of dollars on solving what you can't really solve yet, which is to get the whole world to know about your site when they're coming to Turkey, right? So there's a lot of challenges there, and at the very least, you need to simplify quite a bit what it is that you do, so people at least understand fully what the business model is, right? And then you have a chance to get people interested in travel. If there's particular investors that know the travel industry well, then maybe that'll be interesting for them. Right.
I also would like to tell, we will also add that actually our website will have two option in the beginning. I mean, what we call is Turkey for world for Turkish people. We will also launch a website in Turkish, or we will promote it to Turkish people for them to travel.
So if that's the case, you should choose one of those businesses, and that one business should be to become the Kayak of Turkey.
Right.
Right? Which is to be the booking site for anywhere the rest of the world, people coming from Turkey. It's a big enough market, interesting enough market. There are analogs in Russia, they're doing this, like Astravok, that have decided to be the booking site for the particular market, because you're advertising them to one market, you're dealing with one language, with one booking engine, one payment engine, one customer support engine. You know, for you to try to aggregate, again, it's the same problem of trying to do everything for everybody, then you end up doing nothing better for, then you're not the best at anything, right? It's better to be the best at one thing than try to do everything for everybody. So if you do have that choice, when you're already planning to do both ends, people come in Turkey and Turkish travelers, then I would choose the latter, for sure.
You will choose which one?
I would choose the one where you're the Kayak of Turkey.
Kayak of Turkey. I mean, for the Turkish people.
Going anywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a much clearer, much easier business to deal with.
Okay.
I would pick that if that's really what you want to do, right? It's, you know, it's about value proposition. I think you sent me an email, must have been yesterday or today. Sorry, I haven't gone back to you, but about sort of having a meeting or whatever.
Yes.
That it was. I read it and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just get back to him later on. It was not, the value proposition was not clear at all to me.
Okay.
So something to keep in mind, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.